I have a book that some of the guys on here years ago bought from me. It was called The Theory Behind Chord Symbols. And it meant those things like I was just talking on Satin Doll there. I was talking about the 2 minor 7 to the 5 chord. And anyway, it's all built on that kind of stuff. It's built on scale harmony, keyboard harmony. That's what's called keyboard harmony on the piano, but it's just scale harmony. Now, for example, if I take the key of F, which is the most used key of any for jazz and for pop kind of playing a lot instrumentally, because it equates well for B-flat instruments, E-flat instruments, and the C instruments, like the tenor banjo is a C instrument. That means it plays from a C part in music. So if I take the key of F, because it has a C on the bottom, that's the 5th. So if I take the key of F and I play an F chord, and I want to play the scale in harmony, I can let that E pretty much ring on the bottom. As we're going, that C pretty much ring on the bottom. Now, so I would go like, and that's keyboard harmony. You see, F G A B flat C D E F. You see, and now I can play off of that wherever I want, or whatever. I'm going to take an old tune here called "And Let the Rest of the World Go By," and I'm going to put it in that F, key of F. So it'll mostly be played on that. I'll never get over the top string. It'll be played on those bottom 3 using the keyboard scale, keyboard harmony. And this is a keyboard, the same as it would be on a piano or anything else. It's laid out like a keyboard, and you should understand that keyboard, and you should know it, and you should know wherever you put a finger down, that's a D. Wherever you put a finger down, that's a C. That's a B flat, that's an A flat, that's a G. Wherever you put a finger down, an E, you should know what those notes are underneath your fingers. Therefore, you can make C, G, that's a C, and that's a 1 and a 5 in the key of C, and a C chord. Put that E down, put that C down. You've got a C chord. I never play it by positioning, I play it by putting my fingers down. And I know where the scale is around that. If I want to go on down, you know where the scale is, then you know, you learn your arcs next. Arc the chord. Learn to arc the chords, then you have everything under your fingers, and you know what these different notes are as you're going. Now back to "And Let the Rest of the World Go By," an old tune by Ernest Ball and by a guy by the name of J. Keirn Brennen. It would go, the melody would start like, with someone. I've got an open C, I've got a C here, and I've got an A on the 2nd string. You see now, they call strings by 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. If you went by floors of a building, you wouldn't do that. You would go 1, 2, 3, 4. But I'm locked into, I have to teach you with what they know what they put wrongly in books. So rather than this being 1, 2, 3, 4, as it should be, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Makes no sense, but that's the way it is, so I got to teach you that way. So I say this is the bottom 3 strings. So I'll call that A on the 2nd string, on the D string. In my way, and in a real way of going, it's on the 3rd string. You see, but I'll call it your way so you can think a little easier. So on the 2nd string is the A, it's the C on the, now I'm playing it that way because you would play, you see I'm missing the middle finger. And the reason I'm missing that middle finger is because if you played the full F chord, you would miss that middle finger. You'd play it like this. If you played the minor, you'd use that middle finger. That's the F minor, and that's an A flat note. An A to an A flat is F major to F minor. Okay, so you'd play it that way. So I'm playing a C. I could double it if I want. With someone like you. I'm just taking the whole 2 fingers down and back up. With someone like you. Now I'm going back down to the C. Now I'm going down here to what looks like a G minor chord. A pal so big, good and true. I'd like to leave it. I'll back up. Oh, I'm going up here, which looks like a C chord. Because it's that note, if you know, if that note is an E, and that's a C, so it's C, E, C. So, with someone like you, a pal so good and true, I'd like to leave it all. B flat for the hide and go and find. You see how I do that? And go and find some F chord, some B flat. That's no B flat in the second position. Just the 2 bottom strings, the E's, the D's, the melody. To God, F and C, F alone. Now it goes to a G7 chord, so I'll just go to a G7 chord 3 times. Just 9, G, not G9, G7 spot. Open the D. 2. Now I can either play it like that, like a G minor 6 chord, or I can play it just as a C7. Call my own. I'm keeping the B flat and the C. To call my own. Starts off for the second half. We'll find perfect peace where joy can never cease. Out there beneath the kindly sky. An A7 chord. And then we'll build that's C, B, C. We'll build a sweet little nest somewhere out in the west, and let the rest of the world go. Now you can just go down to the F, but I'll make it a B flat. Make it a B flat minor by making the D a D flat. And C. F major 7 chord, whatever you want. And that's keyboard harmony. Keyboard harmony on an old tune called And Let the Rest of the World Go By.